In your first offensive unit meeting, and you're implementing what your offense is going to be, what are the things, maybe the pillars of your offense when you're explaining day one install? You're like, hey, we're going to be this on offense. What is that?
Yep. So the first thing is I tell them, like, here's the elevator pitch of what we want to be philosophically. Is that we want to be a multiple pro style offense that uses spread concepts while showcasing the skill sets of the players. Okay. And so that's the elevator pitch. Well, what does that mean? It's just kind of a nice little, right? You know what I mean? Something you put on a wall, maybe. I say to them, I said, guys, the scheme that we do really is going to be secondary to how we do it. And the 4 principles that we want to talk about with our players is, the first thing is we have a mantra. We say, don't talk about it, be about it. In a world of, hey, we say we want to be explosive, we say we want to not turn the ball over, we say we want to do this, we say we want to play in the NFL, we say we want to be whatever, an all-conference football player, whatever that is. So our actions have to align with that, right? So be a person of action, number 1. Number 2 is that we have to train ourselves in a way that when it gets hard and when this thing grows and when it becomes stressful, we can rely and trust on our training, right? And so as coaches and as teachers, part of our responsibility is that we lay that out and that we are training our players on the fundamental things that they need to rely on day after day, okay? You know what I mean? So that's the second thing. The third thing, and this goes to the how we do it, not what we do, is about approaching all of this work with the right attitude and the right enthusiasm. And if you look on that wall over there, right, there's the core values of this program. And Coach asks a lot of times, he goes, ask players, which of these is the most important to you? And to me, it's the positive attitude. Because really, if you're not doing anything without the right attitude or sense of urgency, you really probably aren't doing it to the best of your ability, right? And then the last piece is our ability to daily improve. And 1% better is something you see around the building a lot. And to actually be specific and explain that what the players are. We ask them those. Here we are in spring football. In every practice, we give our players a 1% goal. So I said, it's not the scheme. It's not that we're going to run 4 verticals or that we're going to run outside zone or we're going to run gap schemes and power or option or whatever it is. It's the fact that we're going to do it. We're going to talk about it, or be about it, not talk about it. We're going to train ourselves in the right way so that when we get different or odd looks, we're going to make it right. We're going to do it with the right attitude, and we're going to every day just work on getting better. And so regardless of what we do this game, if we do those four things, we'll have a chance.
It'll work out.
Right? You know what I mean? We'll have a chance. If not, it doesn't matter. We can run the best scheme in the world. It's not going to work out the way we want.
You're just from watching your offense last year and in college football, you're known as one of the more creative offensive coordinators in the country, of just coming up with different ideas and being multiple on offense, like you said. Where does that creativity come from? Is it watching other teams? Is it just laying in bed at night thinking about plays?
Well, we certainly steal plays. You know what I mean? Like I think all great coaches do. We want to steal anything that we've seen on film from somebody else or watching whatever. Internet, I don't care. Twitter, like
high school teams.
Seriously, we've taken plays from high school teams in the past. Like whatever you see that we think can help is good. It has to stay within the framework of what we're doing. Fundamentally, this creativity piece that people talk about, we're just trying to create stress on defense, right? And anything that we can do, right, to do that, we want to incorporate it, as long as we're not compromising some of those things I talked about earlier. As long as we're not compromising, we're asking our players to do things that they haven't been trained to do, right? So at the end of the day, any scheme that you run, any play that you call, there's an investment on that, right? And usually that investment is it's in the form of time, right? So how much time did the O-line coach spend coaching these blocks? How much time has the tight end coach spent, or the receiver coach, or quarterback, all these people, all these players have to invest time. And so what you have to be careful of is creativity is if you invest a bunch of time into some of this stuff and the return on it isn't worth it, then that's when that's when you start swimming upstream. And so fundamentally what we're rooted in is substance, right? And these creativity pieces are because that we are really good at doing some of the generic things, vanilla, if you want to use that word, whatever, well enough for us to feel comfortable that, hey, we don't need to practice another rep of 4 verticals. Let's practice a rep of, the tackle coming in motion and
tackle over.
Stuff like that, right? And so we're able to do that because we have players that want to do it, right? And buy into it. But it's rooted in putting stress on the defense.